There we go. How about that now? That's probably better now. I can see that my mic is it coming through now? It appears to be, according to the microphone, it's green now. It was red. Apparently I grabbed it and muted it. So anyway, let me start over. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, then you're watching it from the Thinktown Podcast YouTube channel. I have to be real careful what I say so they don't nuke this channel also. But I am not able to do anything on Legally Armed America's YouTube channel for 7 days at least so far. Could be more depending on what they end up saying or whatever. YouTube is hot and heavy after me. It looks like yesterday they gave me 2 strikes all at once. I think I've had 1 strike in 12 or 13 years, and they gave me 2 at the exact same time. So somebody clearly was looking at my account. And it wasn't back-to-back videos. It was videos that were probably a month and a half apart. So obviously they were going through my stuff and making a list of what they needed to nail me with. And then they hit me with the 2 strikes at once. What strikes typically do to your YouTube channel is it keeps you from uploading new videos, live streaming. What was the other? Uploading shorts. And the posts, like the community posts, where you might post like a poll or a picture or something, or I share something or whichever, like sharing one of my own videos. I won't be able to do that either. So I'll be pretty inactive on Legally Armed America's YouTube channel. The only thing I actually can do, because the channel is still up, like people can still subscribe, people can still watch all the videos. I can go in and comment on comments. That's the only interaction that myself as Legally Armed America can take at this point. Oddly enough, they let me do that, and I don't understand that. I don't understand how that happens. I'm obviously being targeted, and I hate to sound like a victim because I'm not like that. And I know look, it's my fault. I'm being targeted because of the way I say things and the things that I say. Yes, I know there's a lot of people out there that will talk truth on YouTube, but they are good at sanitizing it. I'm not really good at sanitizing what I have to say. I talk like I'm hanging out with people. Like if we're standing around a barbecue drinking a beer, that's how I put my videos together. Same way we talk hanging around barbecue pit is the same way I talk when I'm putting a video out. So they clearly don't like that. They don't like my delivery. I know there are other channels that say things equally provocative that I do. They just maybe package it a little bit differently. But regardless, I know I'm being targeted. And I knew I was being targeted because my views had gotten throttled over the last couple of months pretty bad, which was weird because my subscriptions were up tremendously. Thousands of new subscribers, but not the views that I knew I should have, especially being indicative of how many new subs I had. So other ways you guys might be watching this is on the Legally Armed America Facebook page. Go there. Go take a look over there. Follow me over there. That page has been somewhat dormant as far as growth. It's had 18, 19, 20,000 people follow me over there for probably 5 years now. So if you want, follow me over there. I'm going to do a better job of putting my content up over there. So if you're watching this on Legally Armed America Facebook, expect to see more of the same because I will be uploading more there. If you're watching this on X, that would be the Paul_of_LAA on X. Reason for that is this is my 3rd X channel because before Elon bought it, they had nuked 2 of my channels. Same reasons. Didn't like what I had to say. So instead of it being the original Legally Armed America YouTube channel, it's the Paul of LAA. So some people, what's weird is once Elon bought it and my current X channel, Paul of LAA, took off, suddenly they reinstated one of my older X channels when it was Twitter. So it's kind of confusing when you go out there and look for me on Twitter. You're liable to find 2. Make sure you're following the right one. Look to see if the content is current, because I do post there every single day. So again, the 3 ways that you're likely watching this, you're not watching this on the Legally Armed America YouTube channel because I am nuked for at least 7 days. At least 7 days. I still don't know the outcome of that yet. And I have appealed it, by the way. But you would be watching it on either the Thinktown Podcast on YouTube, the X Paul of LAA on the X account, or the Legally Armed America YouTube. So again, just wanted to let you guys know that I have not disappeared. I do stress to people all the time on my YouTube videos that if you don't see a daily video from me, go look for it, because YouTube is prone to hiding my reach and not letting people see that I've uploaded a video, even if they are subscribed and click the notification bell. Sometimes they still don't get the notifications. So I tell people all the time, go look to see if I have a new video out, because I put one out daily. And yesterday, this was the weirdest thing. Yesterday, I had a really good interview with Rachel Moss. She's one of the attorneys with Attorneys on Retainer. And we had a good half-hour conversation about the Arkansas man who had to take justice into his own hands regarding the attacker of his daughter. Long story there, and being careful what I say so this channel doesn't get nuked. So uploaded that video, was premiering it at 5 o'clock. About 5:08, they shut my channel down, which was really weird, because there were people who emailed me that they were 8 minutes into the live stream and all of a sudden the stream went dead. That's why. YouTube saw fit to cut the stream during the premiere of that video. That video is actually still out there, but now they won't let me make it live, because it would be after the penalty that I'm serving my time right now, my 7-day time. Again, minimum of 7 days. I know it won't be less than that. So it's looking like next Thursday, I'll probably be able to put a video out on my Legally Armed America YouTube channel, if they don't take the whole thing down, because they have given me 2 strikes. So I don't know what that means. I know 1 strike is 7 days. The 2nd strike, I don't know what that means. And who knows if they're going through my channel. The two videos that they hit me with strikes for yesterday were very, very vanilla. The first one they hit me with was the Minneapolis, and I have to be real careful what I say so they don't take this channel down, but the Minneapolis attack with a firearm. It was done by a person, a man pretending to be a woman. Read between the lines. I don't want to say the word, because there's a particular word that they took a screenshot of and put in my strike to tell me why I had gotten the strike. They said it was harassment and cyberbullying. And then they took a picture of the word that starts with a T, and the next letter is R, the next letter is A, and then there's 2 N's and then a Y. I use that word in my video, and that's what they took a screenshot of. So apparently when you use that word on YouTube now, you potentially will get a strike for cyberbullying and harassment just for saying the word. I was describing the person who had carried out the attack. So that's what my strike was for. Tell me that's not soft, right? You know, you could probably go on YouTube right now and find ISIS beheading people with no blurred out images pretty much anywhere. And that's allowed. No strikes, no warnings. But I use a word that properly describes a person, because it is a well-known word that people use, even though it may not be politically correct. I use a word to describe a person, and suddenly I get a strike, and potentially my whole channel comes down. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'll be taken down from YouTube. Hopefully, I've got somebody working on it. A good dude from YouTube, you know, I don't want to say his name, but he is working on it. And, you know, I have full confidence in him that he can make something happen, but I don't know. I mean, 450 something thousand followers on YouTube, and, you know, could be gone just in a blink of an eye like that. So it's sad. It's, you know, that YouTube still is like that. And they may be getting braver right now, because they are still run by a bunch of liberals. I know that some of the other organizations like Facebook is becoming a little freer, letting loose of their censorship restraints. Certainly X, even though X still has some of their own issues. But YouTube, I get the feeling that YouTube is so big globally, between YouTube and Google, that they don't care. And it's almost like they're flexing their own censorship muscles right now to be able to prove that in spite of the wokeness going away on so many other social media platforms, it's almost like they're trying to prove that they are still going to do whatever they want, however they want, no matter how much it actually promote censorship on their own platform. And it's like they're trying to send a message that, you know, we understand everybody else is stopping the wokeness, but we're going to do whatever we want and screw y'all. So I guess if I return on Legally Armed America, I guess it's going to have to be a little bit more guarded. I'm going to have to be, my stuff is not scripted. I mean, I write notes down, but it's not scripted word for word. So the words I use, it's like I'm talking to you now. It's off the cuff, you know? So I guess I'm going to have to be a little bit more sensitive about how I say things so that I don't hurt somebody's feelings. But clearly the fact that they found 2 videos that were not back to back, that were probably 6 to 7 weeks apart, and gave me a strike on each one at the exact same time. 4:15 p.m. Central Standard Time yesterday is when I got both strikes, the email for both strikes. So they happened back to back. And again, it's not like they were looking at 2 videos back to back that were, that they felt like they needed to give me a strike on. You know, it was a huge gap in between that. So clearly they had made notes. They were probably looking for that 3rd strike that they could give me to delete my channel altogether. But they did give me the 2 right at the same time. So it's very unfortunate, man. You know, I put a lot of work into my videos, and this is not to say that other YouTube guys don't do the same. I know they do. I know how much work everybody puts in to their YouTube videos, and I work my butt off on it. You know, I research through the night. I get up early in the morning to complete my research. I'm grabbing assets like videos, like pictures. I run numbers. I pull statistics. I try to find official sources to show on screen so people can't poke holes in what I'm saying and say that I'm just spouting my opinion. I try to show the facts that I'm actually talking about so that the argument is rock solid the moment I say it, so people aren't trying to poke holes in it. You know, I really do. I bust my ass on my videos. And to just get, you know, the traffic that I know I bring to YouTube, it shows you how big YouTube is. They don't care. In fact, my channel is probably extremely small. I know it's in a higher percentile of channels out there because, you know, a lot of people have hundreds of thousands of views, but I know that I'm not in the bottom third of YouTube. So it just goes to show you that they don't care what size your channel is. They want you to walk the line. So let's see. Gun reviews are out. That's why most of my content is politically based and pretty much op-ed based, and, you know, speaking my opinion or covering stories and giving my take on it, because YouTube crushed so many of our videos out there. And again, I'm certainly not the only one. In fact, I've gotten less heat on my gun videos. Occasionally they'll go out there and they'll delete 10 of my videos just at the drop of a hat. But a lot of other people have gotten hit a lot harder than me on the gun videos and gun reviews and things like that. So we've gravitated away from that because YouTube won't allow that. So now it's the spoken word that offends YouTube. It's not the fact that I'm putting a magazine into an AR-15, or that I'm loading a magazine, or that I'm showing you how to clean your firearm. That was offensive enough to YouTube, right? Now it's got to be the fact that the spoken word has offended them. So now they have to harass me. It's the most amazing thing in the world. And I don't know that Elon has the money to buy Google. Likely not. But I did notice last night, I did upload the video. One of the videos that got me a second strike was a video with Comey. It's just talking about Comey, James Comey. There was nothing in there. Same thing, they hit me with cyberbullying and harassment. I was talking about Comey. It was literally a news source or a news story on James Comey and what he had done. All truth, all fact-based. So they nailed me with that one. But what I did do is I tested X last night, and X's capabilities are a little bit different than YouTube because they don't sort your videos and put your videos out there like you can just go check them out. Like there's no way, I'm not sure if you can get a notification on X, but like YouTube, you can subscribe and then it always tells you when I upload a video or whatever. X is a little bit different because it works on like a dynamic feed. I uploaded that Comey video, which was an 18-minute long video last night. So it's clearly X is capable of housing our videos out there, which I am going to continue to upload everything up to X from now on. At least I'll have my videos somewhere if YouTube decides to take my Legally Armed America channel down. But where X is lacking in their capabilities is that with it being a dynamic feed and a live feed, as stuff comes into your feed, it pushes that last post down. So at some point, you would have to scroll through all of my feed, because it's not just video uploads. You know, we're forwarding other news stories, we're forwarding other videos that people put out and things like that. I would have to almost not do anything else in order for all my videos to show. I've actually contemplated, since I have another Legally Armed America channel, like the earlier one that I said that got reinstated by X, I've thought about using that other channel strictly as a place to house videos. So if you go to Paul of LAA on X, that would be where my video feed, or excuse me, where my regular feed would be, where I forward stories and news stories and things like that. Whereas the other X channel, I think it's called Legally Armed America, I could house just videos there. So people could go there and see the latest video at the top that I put out. So I'm thinking about doing that. It just makes it to where now I have to manage 2 different X accounts. So we'll see. I'll test that out. I'll see if that theory works. But X is certainly capable of housing the videos there. So that's probably going to be my intent, is to start putting videos out there. Just trying to reach people and keep these videos out there, keep the signal going. Because, you know, that when YouTube just puts the brakes on you and silences you like that, it's unbelievable to me that there's not a whole lot of recourse. And most of this is AI driven. You know, as many videos are out there, and I understand how this works. I also understand how it's took somebody to program the AI. But as many videos, the billions of videos that are out there on YouTube, there's no way they're manually looking at all this stuff. So they have AI bots that are going over and screening everything. So when they see certain keywords being used in your tags or descriptions or titles, or your thumbnails, or they see a certain picture in a thumbnail, or they see a certain picture in your video, that alerts the AI bot. And the AI bot has rules that it has to follow, that, again, it's been programmed by a person to follow these rules. So when the AI gets to a point where it thinks your video, it may be innocent, but still it was programmed by somebody, but it may be an innocent thing by a bot thinking that my video was inappropriate, and it tags it and gives me a strike. But after that, once I appeal it, I don't really know how the process is. I believe a human has to check the appeal and check the video to see if it does in fact violate terms and conditions, because it does take a little while. I want to say, they say it takes up to 72 hours for YouTube to approve or disallow an appeal. So I think it's a person. So I think that's part of the problem, is that the AI bots are being programmed by a bunch of left-leaning liberals. So whenever they program these, they program them extremely stringent so that they will harass people. I know that what that does is it creates more work on the human, when the human has to go behind and clean all that up, working the appeal process. But I do believe they purposely make the AI portion of the screening of videos and content on YouTube, I think they make that super harsh and super tight, so that they can just, I mean, they claim it's for safety. Bullcrap. It's not for safety reasons. None of my videos promote any kind of unsafe acts or things like that. In spite of the left attacking us, I still never have called out for any kind of violence or anything against anybody on the left. So from a safety standpoint, it's just, it's blather whenever they say that. It's just lip service whenever they make those kind of claims. But nevertheless, I mean, my channel is where it's at. I mean, for those of you that are popping in here, the channel is dead right now on YouTube. Legally Armed America is down for at least 7 days. You can still go out there. Weirdly, you can still subscribe to the channel. The end user can still, can still like videos, comment on videos, watch videos. All the current content is still out there. It's just I'm limited. I can't upload. I can't do lives. I can't do posts. I can comment on my own videos that are currently out there, but I can't create any new content. So that's why I'm on the Thinktown podcast on YouTube, and then I'm on my X channel and my Facebook Legally Armed America channel. So I'm going to continue to do that for the next 7 days. I'll continue to put content out. If you guys don't mind, please follow me on the Thinktown podcast on YouTube. 2 words, Thinktown, and then podcast. And please follow me on Facebook. It is the Legally Armed America Facebook page. Try to make sure it's the page and not the Facebook group, because the group is not, I don't post in there, I don't think quite as much. But if you follow me there, that's going to help. And keep following the Legally Armed America YouTube channel, because hopefully, knock on wood, in 7 days, next Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, I will be able to start uploading content again there. And I may kick it off with a live stream or something like that. But just real unfortunate how YouTube can do things like this. I find it to be not just inconvenient, but it's unfair because, again, as I stated earlier, there's a lot of content. There's a lot of child-related content that is not acceptable that they allow to continue to exist out there, where I just say the word TRANN, and then that might be a letter Y after that. I simply use that word to accurately describe somebody, and they give me a strike. But all this other ISIS-related, beheading related, and all this other very inappropriate content seems to just be fine out there. Like they don't do anything to it. They don't give them warnings. They don't give them strikes. They let their channels stay where they are, and they don't take the content down. But if I use that word to describe somebody, they delete the video and give me a strike and threaten to remove me from YouTube forever. So very unfortunate. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Please follow me on all those locations. You see the ticker down at the very bottom that also gives you the information. This video will be available to stay out there on the Thinktown podcast. So if you missed it live, you can still catch it later on. Plus, it'll be in these other locations as well. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the efforts that you guys have put, reaching out to me, asking where my video was for yesterday, and for always following and supporting Legally Armed America. I appreciate that very, very much. Thanks, guys.